there is another predicament, which I believe you can also help resolve, if you feel ready for it.
Okay, let's hear about it.
Before you begin,
Advancement. All right, what's my new rank up?
you become more valuable to the guild with each passing day. The guild wishes to reward that, and so you are raised to the rank of conjurer.
Nice.
Accept these robes and wear them with pride.
Robe of the Conjurer. We'll have to check that out. All right, what's your task?
Are you prepared to begin your next...
Yes, I'm ready. What is it?
Excellent. You have become most reliable, and I assure you that the Council appreciates it. Now, to the matter at hand. In order to deal with the apparent growing problem of necromancers in Cyrodiil, the Council needs as much information as possible. The Mystic Archives have been consulted with minimal success. Guild members are investigating other avenues, but I believe more can be learned here.
What do you mean?
What little we know makes no sense in a larger context. For example, why was Falcar, who we know now to be part of this cult of necromancers, in possession of black soul gems? The Archmage has other reports of these gems being associated with necromancers, but we do not know why. We don't even know what they do.
Really?
We have overlooked these questions because we are so focused on rooting out the necromancers as quickly as possible.
Interesting that they don't know what they do. Well, I've told you guys what they do multiple times. What do I need to do?
I'd like you to speak with Tarmina at the Mystic Archives.
Ah, Tarmina.
She is our specialist on Magica Arcana and has been helping gather information. I believe we have been asking her the wrong questions, taxing her too much with vague attempts to make sense of all that we know. Speak with her specifically about these black soul gems, if she knows anything about their powers or creation. An insight into their origins may lead us to those who are responsible for them.
Solid thinking. What spells do you have?
I offer the finest goods and lowest prices in all Cyrodiil.
I've been realizing invisibility for 60 seconds on self. I don't have enough magic for that, but that's neat. Heal superior wounds. And that's an overtime 25 points for 4 seconds. I'll pick that up. We have tons of money. Why not? We need some other ones that we can cast. Most of these are going to be pretty high level. There's a paralyzed. So check this out. To cast a 7-second paralyze, which is on touch, it's not ranged like our staff. It's 421 magic. Now, it could be cheaper if I was better at illusion, but still. Not exactly cheap. We don't have the most magic. What are these? Ooh, feather. 150 points extra of carry weight for 300 seconds on self. That's only 51 magic. Let's take that. See, that's what's nice about having those little utility spells like that. Very, very useful. Burden someone. Ooh, shield myself 40% for 30 seconds. That might be kind of useful. See him. Zakeen's trying to learn some. Now we're getting more proficient. We have access to more stuff with the guild. Might as well take advantage of it. Because who knows, might save our life one day. Reflect spell. 20%. Interesting. We can't cast that. We can't cast that. We can't cast that. Hopefully I read those other ones right and we can cast those. Huh. Cool.
Come back.
Thank you.
Report back as soon as you can.
Alright. Let's talk to Tarmina.
Look, if you're here for information, I'm afraid you'll have to find it on your own. I'm swamped right now, up to my ears in necromancy.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hey.
Not practicing it, mind you. Wouldn't want anyone to think I was involved in that sort of thing. I simply meant researching it.
Yeah, I got what you meant. Not a problem. Look, I was sent to see you.
Oh, of course you were. No doubt the council is trying to get you to bother me further. I ran Karanya out of here just a short while ago and told them to leave me alone.
All right.
I keep telling them I can't produce results if I'm not given any time. I'm not used to working under conditions like this.
Okay, I'm here to help.
Help? No offense, but I don't see how you can do that. Unless you'd like to take some of this work off my shoulders, I'm beyond helping. But I do appreciate the sentiment. If there's anything specific you need, that may be more reasonable than just asking me about necromancers.
Okay. What can you tell me about black soul gems?
Now that is a bit more specific. Finally, something I can respond to. Let me think for a moment. Ah, yes, there's one obscure text that references these gems. I believe it's still around here someplace, unless Falkar never returned it. The name of the book is Necromancer's Moon. I'm unclear on the origins of the text, but it does involve these gems you're interested in. I'm afraid you'll have to find it yourself. I'm so out of sorts with all these requests, I've lost track of most everything. It's very distressing.
Alright, don't worry about it. Thank you for your help.
You too.
Oh, I've lost it. I can't find it anywhere. It couldn't be on this stool right here. Of course it can. Brothers and Sisters of the Worm. Well, I'll tell you where the text originated from. It's from Necromancers. It says right here in the title who it's written for. Despair not at the trials we now face, for our time comes swiftly. How long is this? Oh, it's pretty short. I'll read it. The God of Worms watches over our order and will deliver us from these troubled times on the day of reckoning. Until then, perform his works in secret, serve his needs, and look to the skies for his signs. The Revenant, the Necromancer's Moon. Where have we heard that before? Daedric Shrine Quest, anyone? Watches over us all. His form, ascended to godhood, has taken its rightful place in the sky and hides the enemy Arche from us so that we may serve him. So Arche is the divine of burial rites. Watch for the signs. When the heavenly light descends from above, hasten to his altars and make your offering, so that he may bless you with but a taste of his true power. Grand soul gems offered to him will be darkened and can be used to trap the souls of the unwitting, a feat even the great Nagasta would marvel at. Stay faithful to the order of the Black Worm, and in time your loyalty will be rewarded. Soon he will return to set the world right in due time, and those who would stand in his way will suffer eternally at his hands, just as those who stood opposed before. Until that day, you must believe and be patient. Hide in your caves, in your ruined forts, in your secret lairs. Raise your minions, summon your servants, cast your spells. Answer the call of the order when you are needed. Watch and listen. Okay, well, I guess I'm supposed to take the book. Yeah, we gotta... Okay. Definitely got some necromancy stuff. Mana Marco is the king of worms, but after Elder Scrolls 2 Daggerfall with the Dragon Break, which I'm not going to explain here, go Google it, look up Elder Scrolls 2 Daggerfall ending. Zarek's a Hackeron. I know he's kind of a you either love him or you hate him kind of thing. I personally like him. I think he's a good guy and that his stuff is very interesting. He has a video that's like an hour something long where he covers Arena, and then he has another one that's an hour something long where he covers Daggerfall. Watch that, and there's a timestamp in it that talks about all the endings. It's a wonderful video, but it explains how all 6 endings of Daggerfall happen at the same time. They're all canon. One of them's that Mana Marco becomes a god, not just the king of worms. So that's why he's called the God of Worms in this game.
Is there any news?
Yes.
Has Tarmina been of use in...
Yes, she has. Here's the Necromancer's Moon.
Excellent work. I believe this will be of use to the Council. I shall make sure they're made aware of its contents.
Awesome.
I've never heard of this Shade of the Revenant. Some sort of celestial phenomenon?
Definitely.
If that's correct, then Bothiel would most likely know something about it, as the caretaker of the orrery. She should be on university grounds.
Okay, of the orrery. Interesting. Wait a second.
Goodbye.
I just remembered we have a whole nother DLC that I never talked about that's not a player home or a major DLC. I gotta look here, hang on. Let me find it. It's gonna be under these. Let's look. It's not current quest. It's this one. We gotta go all the way down to the beginning of the game, basically. Repairing the orrery. I've discovered a note from, look, Boethel, the lady we gotta get to talk to at the Arcane University. If I can recover the dwarven artifacts that have gone missing, there may be a reward. Okay, so she puts out a note and it basically says, there's a bunch of parts I need to repair this orrery. Now, let me explain what the importance of the orreries are. So, there's a lot of lore, but in a nutshell...
Greetings, Guildmaid.
Greetings. I'll talk to you in a second. You just keep doing your thing. In a nutshell, here's what they are. You remember at the beginning of the game how we had to pick this, our constellation we were born under, and all of them had different powers, and then within those, as part of those constellations, you have the thief, the mage, and the warrior, the main ones, and then you have all the others. Well, what's interesting is that the orrery is a device that Dwemer constructed, and I think they only constructed, I can't remember how many are in canon, but it's like less than 5. It might be only 2 or 3. One of them has been brought here to the Imperial City. I don't think it's native, because Dwemer didn't live in Cyrodiil, really. Not too much, anyway, to my knowledge. And so, it's really important, because the Dwemer didn't, they were kind of atheist in a way. They didn't believe in the Aedra or the Daedra. They only believed in their own technology and that they could ascend to godhood and that sort of thing. And they were in control of their own destiny completely. So one of the ways they harnessed power and like read the signs of magic and learned, according to a lot of scholars, is through their study of the stars, which their equipment helped them do. So that's why orreries are so important. And I think the only surviving one at the time of the Elder Scrolls here might be the one in the Imperial City. There may be one other one, or another one or two. I remember in Elder Scrolls Online, I think there was an orrery, maybe in Craglorn, or am I thinking of Clockwork City? Anyways, so yeah, there are other ones, but they're very rare, is the point I'm trying to make. So we need to go get the parts as a side quest to get them back to her, and I believe we get a whole bunch of bonuses from it, but we'll check that out in a minute. Let's stay focused on the Mage's Guild. Maybe we'll go do that as an interjecting quest after this.
Hello there. Is there something I can do for you?
Yes, I need to talk to you. Do you know anything about the Shade of the Revenant?
Revenant, you say? And it represents something in the heavens? It sounds familiar. Let me think. Ah, yes, now I remember. Falcar was here some time ago asking about just such a thing. Said it was for research. He had a large sheaf of notes with him about it. I'm afraid I didn't have any more advice for him than I do for you. With the orrery in such a state of disrepair, I have no point of reference. Falcar did leave this behind. I think it fell from his notes as he left. I didn't pay it much attention, but perhaps it will be of use to you.
Oh, hastily scrawled note. Thank you.
Goodbye.
Let's see what this note has on it. Now, Falcar, if you remember, was the guy who tried to get us to dive down the well and then ran off. So, he's a necromancer. Primary sites, the Dark Fissure, Fort Istrius, Fort Lynchall, Windowbeck. Altars have been raised. Anchorites have been called. Watch the skies. Once a week, his grace shines down on us. Yep, so these are locations where those altars are I was telling you about, where we can make black soul gems. Interesting. Okay. Well, we have that, but really quick, what I want to do... I think we're going to go hunt down these orrery parts, because I remember this being very brief. I think I did this once and I didn't understand it years ago what it is. It was one of those small DLCs on the Xbox Live Store. Where on earth do we have to go? There it is. It's just this camp out here. We have something pretty close. Let me go kill some bandits out there and see what I can come up with. Whoa! Mad trick shots, bro. That was freaking awesome. That was freaking awesome. Does this guy finally have glass pants? No, of course not. Of course he couldn't have that. The thing that we want. Wow. Get wrecked, bud. What elf? How about you? You got some glass arrows? Okay. Man, everybody has freaking, everybody has elven pants. I haven't found glass pants anywhere. Getting sick of dealing with them. Alright. So it says that the parts should be here at this camp. Maybe they're... Yeah, it's something to do with this guy's... But oh, what's this? Battle axe of the blaze? Ah, it's just an ebony battle axe. Strong potions of healing. We'll take those. Dwarven cog. Nice. And an undelivered letter. Let's take a peek at that undelivered letter, shall we? Undelivered letter. Until a buyer can be found, the items should be hidden. Scatter them so the Legion pigs can't ferret them out easily. Use our safe spots at the following camps. Carry this note on you that tells them exactly where we're hiding the pieces. But then go hide with the piece. So they can't find them. Go figure, right? Dagny's camp, Broch's camp, Bodine's camp, Ferris camp. Word will be sent when it's time to get rid of these things. Okay. Interesting. So, looks like we got... Oh, they're all around me. Perfect. Well, I guess we'll mount back up on our horse and go kill us some bandits and get us all the parts. Went and hunted down the parts. Had to kill a few bandits. It's literally just clear 5 camps of bandits, and each leader has a part. That's it. Let's talk to her.
You have them?
Yep.
The items I requested? Give them to me, please. Yes. Yes, this seems to be everything. Here's your reward. Thank you again.
3,000 gold, that's it? Hang on. She's going in here. Let's... What the world? Okay, pretty sure there's more to that DLC than...
Greetings, Conjurer.
Give her the parts and you get 3,000. Hey, leave me alone, okay? Thanks. Huh. Let me look into this a little bit more. Okay, so I got this to come up. How I did it was I had to look it up because, like I said, I don't think I've ever beaten this before. If I have, it's been a long time. So you bring her the part. She says, thank you, and just walks into the orrery room. You're like, what the heck? She's not coming back. So you wait 24 hours. Then you get this message, hopefully. The orrery at the Arcane University should be functional once more. I can visit it as often as I like and also receive powers based on the phases of the moons. Interesting, right? Let's go take a look at the orrery. One thing I'd have to admit is there is a bug, I guess, that's present. Ooh, this is going to be cool. There is a bug that can happen if you're on the Necromancer's moon quest and do this at the same time where she won't come back. Just be warned. Whoa. Welcome to the orrery. Holy crap, lady.
Good day.
Bye.
Be seeing you.
She's gonna follow me around? Oh no. Oh, it's dark. Maybe if we push the button, it'll... Ooh. I have activated the Imperial Orrery. Oh. What? Look at this. Oh, by the way, I found us glass pants off one of the bandits, finally. We got all glass and then Savior's hide for our chest piece. Sweet. So showing all the planets. So what this does is it traces, see, it projects all the universe in this dome. That's cool. So there's Mundus in the middle, all the other planets of the Divines, and then we have you receive a new power from the Orrery. Secunda's Will. Now, these powers are kind of weird. How they work is depending on the phase of the moon in game, you will get a buff. Oh, I'm sorry, wrong thing. You'll get this. It's a power I can use anytime. It's a greater power, so it's once per day, kind of like my Red Guard Adrenaline Rush. So this one, for example, it will fortify my willpower 20 points for a minute, but for the stat it fortifies 20 points, there's a stat that it will drain for 20 points for a minute. Kind of weird. Some of them are a little more useful depending on your build, but you can get there's 8 different powers because there's 8 different cycles of the moon. It will show you here what they are. So if you ever want a different greater power, I don't know if it auto changes with the cycle of the moon, which changes every 3 days in game, I think. If not, you come here, click on the console and get it. So, and that'll kind of give you a cheat sheet to show you where it's at. And I think there's a way to see what the next cycle is. Yeah, you can look at the console maybe. I don't know. But Dwemer are fascinating with their kind of steampunkish technology and understanding of science. Cool. Awesome. Well, there's your little side DLC. That longest part was just going and getting the parts. Now we can get back on Necromancer's Moon, which right here in the university. So let's take care of that.
Hi there.
Raminus.
It's my pleasure. Please, continue.
Here is the Shade of the Revenant information.
So, Falcar expressed interest in this Revenant as well, and left this note behind, did he? Perhaps we should look into it for more clues. This lists several locations. The first is the Dark Fissure, which I recognize. It's a cave in the mountains, south of Cheydinhall. If there is indeed an altar there, as the note suggests, I believe this cave is directly related to the contents of the book. Go to the Dark Fissure the next time this shade occurs. Search for any connection to what we've learned, and report back. Please, be careful. Anything you find is of no use to us if you do not survive. I believe we are dealing with powerful forces here. Do not put yourself in harm's way if it can be avoided.
Fair enough. Thank you.
Be careful.
Yeah, dealing with powerful forces here. Yeah, necromancy's no joke. South of Cheydinhall, Dark Fissure. Oh, we've discovered this. Must have passed by it in an earlier exploit. Let's go over there and see what's up. So remember, it only happens so often. Altar. Oh, see, this is where you put your soul gems in right there. Some torches, nice. Oh yeah, definitely Necromancer's Cave. Get the zombie hanging out front. Interesting. Well, I guess we'll wait to see what happens. I'll just wait a day at a time until something occurs. Whoa,
Now,
what the...
While the shade of the Revenant blankets this world, I give these gems as an offering. May the power of the true God fill and change them.
Okay, well apparently they didn't mind that I'm just standing here. I've witnessed necromancers creating black soul gems at the Dark Fissure Cave. I need to get this information to Revenant. Well, hello there. I'll get back here. Come on, accept your fate. Extinguish that piece of trash. Handwritten note, some lesser soul gems, and a gold. Maybe I can get a black soul gem out of here. Did he put one in? Yep. Interesting. So he put a grand soul gem in there, did some prayer, cast it, and that's the light. So that's coming from wherever the King of Worms, or I should say the God of Worms' plane is. It's shining down. That's a little sketch. Okay, well, let's take a look here. He dropped some sort of note, handwritten note. Right here. To the anchorites, place your grand soul gems in the altar. Pray for his blessing and strike the altar with your soul trap magic. Your gems will become instruments of his divine power. Okay, well, at least we don't have to clear out the cave. Let's get back to the college immediately. Raminus, we need to talk like right now. This is important.
Have you been to the Dark Fissure yet?
Yes, I have. It's not good.
So you saw then. The altars must be infused with some kind of power to change over the soul gems. I shall pass the news on to the council. Most troubling indeed to know that these are not merely myths. I also fear their numbers may be greater than we believed.
Oh, perfect.
You have again performed admirably. You have my thanks, and that of the council as well.
Alright, you got an advancement for me?
Your role within the guild becomes ever more essential. You have now attained the rank of magician.
Yes.
And are freely able to access the council chamber.
Oh. Thank you. You got another task for me.
Seek out Archmage Travin.
What?
He has personally requested that you see him for your next assignment.
Work with the Archmage. Thank you, Ramidus.
Good day.
Good day, yeah. Interesting. I wonder if now I can craft my own spells
Hello,
with that.
magician.
Hello, magician, yeah.
Greetings, magician.
Great thing, yeah. I do have some decent healing spells. I still need to look into crafting our own spells. I want to try to get some spells that are going to be useful for our stats and things like that, since we are a master of restoration.
Hello, magician.
Let's go up here to the Archmage's quarters, see the big man himself. There he is. Oh, hey, look. Rormir's Ice Staff. I remember that from the Thieves Guild. Excuse me. Travin.
Greetings. It is high time that we met face to face, don't you think?
I'd say.
Raminus has told me good things about you. You have advanced quickly and show great promise.
Thank you.
I now intend to put your talents to a more direct test. I have a difficult task that you can, perhaps, assist with.
Alright, let's hear it.
Are you prepared to begin?
Yes.
Very good. Let me explain what is at stake. The Council of Mages has been aware of the increased necromancer activity in Cyrodiil for some time.
Okay.
It had been our position to sit back and watch what unfolded, but that time has clearly passed. We cannot tolerate these attacks on the Guild. Most of our information on the necromancers has come from an informant inside the cult itself, a Guild member who offered to infiltrate their ranks.
Alright, so who's the informant?
Mucianus Elias. He is not a council member, but has long served the Guild here at the Arcane University. Aware of the growing interest in the Guild after the ban on necromancy was put into place, he offered to help the Council track the cult's actions. With my blessing, he infiltrated the group, and has fed us information for quite some time, until recently.
Of course.
I have not heard from him, and I fear for his safety.
Alright.
The lack of reports from Mucianus has disturbed the Council, and they are now concerned about the legitimacy of his information. A group of battle mages were dispatched to Mucianus's last known location with the intent of bringing him in for questioning. I argued against it, but eventually agreed to maintain order in the Council. I regret that decision, and that is why I wish to send you there.
Where do I need to go?
Mucianus last reported being sent to the ruins of Nenyon Twill, south of the Imperial City. That is where the battle mages went. South of the White Rose River, nearly halfway to the border of elsewhere. I'm afraid I know nothing more about the location, or what you may expect to find once you arrive.
Oh, I think I know. What exactly do you want me to do?
I fear the battle mages may mistreat Mucianus if they do not mistake him for one of the many necromancers no doubt present in the ruins. I wish for you to find Mucianus and ensure his safe return to the Arcane University. I do not want anything to go wrong. Please, hurry. The battle mages will arrive there soon, if they have not already, and time is of the essence. If, for any reason, they are unsuccessful, Mucianus's life will be in forfeit. You must make sure he is safe.
Very well.
Thank you. Know that I would not ask such a thing of you if I did not feel it was urgent, or that it was beyond your capabilities. I shall await your return. Make haste. Mucianus is in danger.
Something tells me this is not going to end well for us.